he could have his pick, right, of women who are of his age, of his status maybe, and why are you only going for younger women?
At that age gap, I look at it just a little differently when you also take into account the power that he has.
And there was just one person in there that I felt like was Satan himself.
And still I feel no pressure. Surrounded by dogs, giving you game, we giving you lecture. Say thank you to God, we got another day to be better. And if it get hard, just need another day with the fellas. We bout to give you that work. Say your name like it's church. We finna give you that work. Just like Serena we serve. You want the truth by your shirt. My phone get fly like bird. But we all lost boys, no search.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the None the Wiser podcast. This is a special episode. As you can see, we're not in our usual space. We are on the rooftop, hanging out with some good friends of mine. I am your host, Walter Dharmas. I'm going to say it first because I always forget. To my right, the commander-in-chief. You already know, my nigga in the Army fatigue, Big Trip. Nigga's on his real commander-in-chief today. To my left, the audio extraordinaire. You already know who it is. Podcast post, show that man some love.
Yes, sir.
And unfortunately, she's not on the camera, but she's always with us. Our homegirl, Shiki Baby. She's on the mic with us today, so you will be hearing.
And the grill.
Oh, and the grill, yo. I don't know. I know a lot of people are like, nigga, you eat pork? And pork ribs is pork ribbon.
The steak was too. The steaks was
crazy. Yeah, thank you for always, showing us love.
Of course.
I mean, yeah,
But my guys fed.
I'm kind of full, but we still got to do this, guys. So, how's everybody's weekend? I'll start first.
Yeah.
My weekend was a struggle, guys. Fucking leg is all fucked up, so I was doing a lot of laying down. And then I watched 2 NBA games, and both teams lost that I wanted to win. Yeah, that was my weekend. It wasn't great. I hope somebody else has a better story than that. Shut up.
Vonnie got a story, right?
Nah, I'm gonna let him go, but he got to go last weekend so far.
Right. Save us.
Oh, shoot.
So
On the crib, the kids, all weekend. That's about it.
That's a good weekend.
It's a good weekend.
Good
No
weekend.
trouble.
That's a good
with
weekend.
no kids is even a better weekend.
Fuck you.
Sorry, guys. So, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got the call. I'm at work on Saturday.
This nigga so light skinned.
I'm at work on Saturday, just working hard, hardly working, whichever one fits.
Hardly working.
And I got the call that we got the place. We got a new crib.
Hey.
Me and the family.
Yeah.
Hey.
Everybody got their own bedroom.
Hey.
It's gonna cost an arm and a leg, but I got an arm and a leg. You know what I'm saying? So we got that shit. So yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you, my boy.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, press a button for that. Drop a bomb.
Yeah,
do something.
I'm gonna do.
Have our guest room ready.
It's pretty cool that people kind of get to see
Yeah,
the ups and the downs with us.
yeah, for
Last
sure.
week, it's a different conversation.
The last couple of pods, I've been like, dang,
Yeah.
moved out in the car.
In the car. Mama don't pick up. Well,
That goes
first
to show
off,
you how
again,
much a little
congratulations.
patience
I know how that is because
Yeah.
I'm still on auntie couch for a little bit longer.
Yeah, man.
Your time's coming too.
Yeah,
For
I just,
sure.
I'm taking my time and making
It's
sure.
crazy because
everything's
it
good.
seems like when everything's the shit and
One day, none the wiser fans and supporters, you're gonna see me and be like, "Really, $1 million mansion?" I was like, "Yeah, I didn't want to go too crazy." You know what I mean?
Yeah, something
right
like
now though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be my story. Wait and see. And it's gonna be up to all because of you guys. So, we had a few things to talk about. What was one of the things we were talking about today?
The significant age gap with
What is
dating.
that? Is that a train?
That's a train. I don't know if they can hear it, so let's
Damn.
wait.
I made me nervous. I thought it was a plane. I thought it was on some September 11th shit. I was about to say, "Nigga, run!"
Yeah.
But no,
You guys haven't noticed we're trying something new, so we gotta
Yeah.
figure this out.
Yeah.
yeah, we weren't.
It's
Yeah,
alright.
the significant age gap in dating. Obviously, you guys have seen Shaq, 52, dating somebody who's 21, which sparked the conversation.
I don't see the
I'm
problem.
gonna throw something
No,
else
sir.
in here just because, I don't like to just talk about one gender.
Yo,
And then this Mary J. Blige story.
Yeah, I seen you
is going
posted that
crazy.
earlier.
Yeah. She was grown dealing with a 15-year-old I forget his name, but some dude that was with Death Row.
Death Row
That's
Records.
a story. He did an interview about it. So yeah, how do you guys feel about that?
Apparently, he came forward about it like a couple times. That he had spoke on it a few times, and it just wasn't like picking up any steam.
Right. Because we know why is that.
Yeah.
We know why that is, but why do you guys? Let's talk about that.
Gay? No, sir.
Dude.
No, but literally, that's probably
No,
what
but
it is.
double standards?
It's funny, but that's part of the conversation.
Yeah.
That's what people are gonna say. If a man usually comes forward about a woman,
Right.
even I'm talking about a man, not even a boy, because he was
Yeah.
a boy, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
It's
those-
worse for men.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's that dude's name? Terry Crews?
Oh yeah.
Just coming out in general being hit. But yeah, to the point.
Wait,
I mean,
what happened to Terry?
no, not Tyreek. Terry
No,
Crews,
Terry,
the big buff nigga from Friday and all that stuff. Apparently, he got oh, you did say Terry.
Groped
He got
by one of them Hollywood execs. Wasn't it Harvey or somebody? It was,
Yeah.
It was
somebody.
a
I think it was
woman,
Harvey.
a female
I think it was Harvey,
exec?
too. No,
Steve Harvey. No, you
Weinstein.
Y'all got to say that shit out loud. I said not Steve.
not Steve.
It was one of them.
One of them touched him at a
Oh,
party
wow.
inappropriately.
Yeah.
And he has some supporters, but
I wonder whose party he was at.
Did he?
No, I think Weinstein has
one of
those
them
parties
freak-offs.
too.
Yeah, now he used to, not no more.
Jesus Christ.
Anyhow, he was at this party. Dude touched him. He spoke out about it. The conversation is one, nigga, you way too motherfucking big. to be letting somebody
Grope
you and
Yeah.
just
which ain't fair.
yeah.
It's not fair at all.
He's gay. It's a joke now. Oh, you let a nigga grab you, especially one of them, like, and a white man on top of that, like, it's emasculating, they're saying. So, yeah.
That's what happens to work in Hollywood. Gotta let a nigga grope you. It's like, I don't know. But
No.
Listen, let me tell you a story. So one time I went to LA, right?
And the
it
nigga groped you?
was no.
Oh.
But it was on the music stuff, right? So I went out there, it was Grammy weekend, and did a performance at this SOL lounge. It was fire. And we went back to the mansion. We had Airbnb the mansion. It was actually Suge Knight's old mansion. And this is actually where I met Day at. And we had a party after the show or whatever, and a bunch of like random people from just Hollywood
Everywhere, yeah.
was just popping up, like just showing up. And there was just one person in there that I felt like was Satan himself.
You just felt the energy.
He was standing in the corner of the room looking like he was plotting. Like he had the bag and was just thinking about whose soul am I gonna.
Vonnie was like, and that was the first time I met
And that was
Diddy.
the first. No, but it was scary low key though, and I was still kind of I was a lot more in tune spiritually around that time too. So I was like, I peeped, dude, and I just stayed
the fuck
away.
away.
Yeah, stayed away from that. But I wasn't the only one who noticed him. Like he was kind of just like scouring the room, like floating through the room, like on some.
Usually, if you felt that energy, somebody else
Yeah,
did.
exactly. Yeah, it was crazy. Hollywood is full of that though. Full of that.
So let's talk about it. How do y'all feel about the age gap?
I feel
What is okay? Is 52 and 21 okay?
you used a word when we were discussing earlier. You said predatory was the word that you used. Before that conversation, I would have said it's legal, so I guess it's okay. It's a little awkward. Like, what do you guys even talk about?
What do you have in common?
What kind of
Like,
conversations? What do you have in common? But again, I'm not here to de-age or over-age people because maybe these young girls know a lot nowadays. I don't know. You know what I mean? I think personally, it's a little too old. But at the same time, I don't think there's anything wrong with it in the sense of
It's legal.
I don't want to say that because we just had a conversation about something that was legal. That was weird. The whole, what was it, Colorado being 17 and no. So I don't want to use law to kind of like right or wrong. But I don't, you know what I mean? I feel like if you're both consenting adults,
Yeah.
it looks weird from a societal view, but I don't know if it's necessarily something I would consider wrong. And that's me playing PC. But I don't know. To me personally, I'm like, nah, that's crazy. What are y'all even doing together? That's my daughter's age. Or, you know, it's just like you have your kids and your girlfriend are the same age.
Nah, his kids are older.
I know. That's the worst part. I just think that's weird. And I don't want to like kind of like minimize this to just Shaq, because this is more than just Shaq.
It's definitely not just a Shaq problem.
No.
It's
I mean,
definitely
Keisha
not.
Cole is dating
Yeah,
And
let's
she
talk
had a
about it.
baby with
and her
that
baby
brother.
father is
Well,
young
no,
too.
that's a whole different situation. But right now, the nigga that she's dating,
She's dating
Huncho?
another nigga?
Huncho.
What, she
He's
left the
young.
other nigga?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
other young nigga?
Yeah, Ben,
The one she had a baby with.
the
yeah.
rapper,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the rapper. I don't know.
He was young too, though. But that's the thing. It's a thing.
Ain't nobody talking about it for real though.
Why do you think that is?
Double standards.
Because isn't Mariah Carey significantly older than Nick Cannon when they were together?
Yes.
Yes. But I feel like that was more of
a lot
a,
of-
and this is where it gets tricky, because I feel like
How much older was she? 10?
she was about 10 plus years, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But my thing is, he
We could
was the
fact check.
pursuer. He always wanted Mariah Carey, so
Older
he
woman,
pursued her.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that
I'm just saying,
now-
when
so
does,
now it
when
bounces
does
to
age
wanting
play
it.
a role? That's what I'm saying. When
because
does it
what
matter?
if Shaq is saying, well, she pursued me?
What would
That
be
doesn't
unfair
necessarily make
about
it okay.
it? I don't think it doesn't. I don't think.
Okay,
but
so
what's the problem? I'm saying.
I think, again, and we have to use this term, although you don't want to, legally, she's an adult, right?
Mm-hmm.
21.
The
Okay, cool. Shaq, on behalf of Shaq, for me, it's too weird of a situation, because he's not only just a 52-year-old man. He's a
He's a DJ.
52-year-old. he's a cop, insurance. Like,
Got a lot going on.
he's a powerful man. Money.
Yeah.
So for me, again, that age gap, I look at it just a little differently when you also take into account the power that he has. It just seems more like when we talk about the predatory behavior. Like,
yeah.
I don't.
because let's be real, I think that he wants from her sex.
Yeah.
She wants.
money.
Right.
Money.
Transactional.
Yeah. It's hard not to see a perversion, a perversive side of it, because like again, Shaq is a wealthy man who he could have his pick, right, of women who are of his age, of his status maybe, and why are you only going for younger women?
I
over
think
and
that's
over.
unfair.
Even in comments. What's her name? Home Depot girl.
2C2.
And it's just like, bro,
Now, Angel Reese.
you have children older than these people.
I'm gonna play
Maybe
devil's.
he's not looking at it like that.
Yeah.
I feel like men his age are probably looking at it from like they want somebody to keep them young and going.
Exactly.
They don't want that old
Yeah, but I think
stay-at-home wife picking out their clothes. Like they want
Right.
someone who's twerking and doing tricks and shit.
Right.
I think that men all the way around, we have to do a better job at being able to be around the youthful energy that a younger woman brings without lusting for that. You know? So
I feel like we're being very one-sided here, because it's not one approach where it's just niggas is over here preying on young girls. Young girls also like older niggas. It's a two-way street. Like, let's not act like that's not a real thing.
Girls
And
are
they
high.
use it for the same reason. I know this nigga got bread. If I don't care what your pursuit is, you're making that effort.
So is it fair to say that from that angle it's predatory as well?
It's all predatory, but I'm saying, is it wrong? Is it wrong? Like, at the end of the day, you can say anything is predatory based on your approach.
For conversation purposes, is it wrong? No, but morally,
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
But whose morals are we identifying here? Because
And that's where it gets
it gets tricky. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to play devil's advocate again. I more
Yeah.
so agree with you guys,
No,
but I think it would be
understand.
unfair to just be like kind of like shunning these people. Like, you're terrible. I can't
I
believe
think
you're
the
dating
whole
that
thing
young
is
ass
lacking moral compass.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, it is weird to, but at the same time, you made a very valid point. It's like when you're rich and you have it all, like, and I don't even want to even put it towards that, because there's plenty of people that live regular lives that just
And
like
still the
younger
same.
girls, and
Facts.
girls are like, that nigga's a nice ass dentist. I'm about to
It's
get
like
everything
it's
I
like
can.
the young girls in high school that was getting dropped off
It's-
at school by the older niggas.
Right.
Like,
that
it's
changes
like,
the conversation.
That's because then it becomes children, and consent is not a thing anymore.
But that's essentially where it starts.
Yeah, sure, but we're talking
Yeah.
about two consenting adults, because at the end of the day, once you start talking about pedophilia, we're not talking about predatory anymore. once you get out of the age range of what is an adult.
Yeah.
Which also is legality, but whatever.
I think
guess I'll move
the difference between 18 and 17 is 1 day. I'm not gonna look at.
You sound like R.
somebody-
Kelly saying that shit. Don't do that again.
No. I'm not coming from a positive standpoint. I'm saying that person to me is still 17. Like, bro, like you just like.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm with
bro,
you
like
now.
you're still a child.
You worried me.
Underwear
I had
probably still dirty.
Bro, I had a
Yeah.
child at 18. It wasn't until I was 25 that I realized I was still a kid at 18.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and then it wasn't until I was 30 till I realized I was still a kid at 25. Like,
Right.
bro, like, come on. Like, so being 52 or however old and then going with someone who ain't even, like, they don't know themselves for real.
Yeah.
You know,
And he's
That's
so-
why I say like it gets real. It's just weird.
That's the
because then
predatory
again,
team.
when I say Shaq and the power behind him, that's how you end up with a Diddy and Cassie situation. Not saying that Shaq's gonna go out
Right.
and beat her head through the fucking washing machine and shit like that. Like, but it still creates that dynamic where it's like again.
Okay, so I'll challenge you with this because we're talking. It seems like it's financial power structure. How about two people who don't need each other financially? One's young, one's old. There's nothing predatory about it at this point because I don't need anything from you. You don't need anything from me.
I think that I'm gonna use a real scenario. I personally, I don't know how you guys feel if y'all even hit, but I personally feel like the whole share and AE situation, Amber Rose's ex-boyfriend that's married to it's Tiger's right-hand man who's married to Cher.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
There's an age gap difference, huge age. What is she, 70?
Oh, yeah.
And
She is
in his
70.
30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then she also put out an interview where she's talking about, and this is years ago.
Yeah.
But this AE dude got bread,
He's Tiger's right-hand man. He's a producer.
so he good.
He's good.
Okay. He don't
don't got
share
shit
money,
compared to-
but all
yeah,
Oh,
right.
no,
not-
he ain't got share money for sure.
Yeah, but he was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's better now.
Yeah, I bet.
But
like, do you believe?
She even put out. She even put out. Not put out, but there was an interview with her where she's talking about like. Again, younger men pursue her. Older men obviously shy away because they want something younger.
Yeah.
So it's more of a mutual desire thing. But she also said, I gotta pull up the video. I'm trying to remember, but she said something in there that was very, very, very like concerning for me. Something about and I remind them of their mom or something like that.
That's not necessarily weird for me. I feel like a lot of niggas. A lot of
That's
niggas.
not weird for you.
It's not weird for me in the sense of it's like, oh my god,
It's not-
she said
yeah,
that.
It's not weird that she said
It's
that.
not
to be
weird
fair,
that
yeah.
she said that. I've heard that many times. I'm not saying it's not a weird thing, but
No,
a
right.
lot of people approach women that want them to remind them of their mother. It's very strange.
Yeah, but not
And maybe
in
because I didn't
age,
have a good
nigga.
relationship with my mother, maybe I can't relate.
Yeah.
Not in age. What the fuck?
More so in character.
Okay.
Yeah, in character. Yes.
No. But I mean, yeah, I feel that. It's like
See.
they're going the
right.
full route. They're like, I need me a grandma.
Because listen, we were just talking about it, right? And we talked about it a podcast ago.
Yeah.
There's no obviously when we speak about legalities and shit. Obviously, there's a difference when we're talking about the teacher versus the student, right?
Correct.
But to me, again, if we're talking, I'm taking a stance with Shaq, so that's why I'm taking the same stance with Cher. I get what you're saying in your argument.
It's tough. It's not as black and white as we'd like to think. And again, we're all speaking from a unexperienced space. We're all speaking from the space of judgment because we're not in that situation. So that how fair can you be? How about if you had a uncle or aunt that's dating are you gonna be like, I can't fuck with you, auntie? Take you
I
and that
would
little
say
nigga
something.
home.
Actually, I do have an aunt like that, and I've said like,
Stop bringing this nigga to the cookout. Why does this nigga keep bringing
Like,
candy to the
yeah,
goddamn
niggas my
Thanksgiving?
age.
Yeah, it's
Like-
stupid.
yeah, no, I don't know, but that's me.
But I'm
gonna
saying, like,
speak up.
you've spoken about it, but it's like, are you gonna be like, auntie, I can't fuck with you? Like,
I
how
didn't say
far
we
is
can't
it?
fuck with Shaq. I just think that dynamic is a little weird.
So after you said something, you like, if he said pass the potatoes, you fucking with him? Like, what? How? What is that relationship?
So who?
Like with you, in this case, with you and your aunt.
Am I still gonna pass her the potatoes?
No,
Yeah.
that's not my point. My point is clearly bigger than that. I'm just saying. Do you still? You're not gonna be like, yeah, you heard of somebody pass the potato, you fuck with her?
No, but I'm gonna say again out loud and identify that
Out loud to her, like we doing a podcast with her.
Obviously not a podcast.
No, I'm just saying. Are you
Except
talking
both.
about talking to everybody on the table
Right.
at dinner,
Right.
or is it just like, Auntie, let me holler at you?
I'm more of an auntie. Let me holler at you. I know what it could do to bring something.
Yeah,
out like
'cause I'm
that
just
in front of
saying, don't-
everybody. You don't do that.
Yeah.
But that don't stop fucking Nana from, not my Nana, but anybody's Nana. Shit, Nana would too though. But anybody's Nana from, you got that one
That's
family
gonna
member
bring
that
it.
don't give a
They'll
fuck
give
and
a
they
fuck.
gonna say it
That
all.
was my nana too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
my
gonna be
grandmother
the
didn't give a
ones-
fuck.
They're gonna be the ones to say exactly what it is.
So everybody just gonna eat the
But it's
potato
gonna be a
salad.
conversation
You wanna
nonetheless.
see this little ass kid at the table?
Let's not talk about
And
potato
it
salad,
should
please.
be for real, right. It should be a conversation now.
Yeah, again, I'll probably a little bit less judgmental. Again,
Yeah.
my personal purview of it is like, nah, I couldn't see myself doing it,
Yeah.
but it's not something that it's more prevalent than we like to speak on. So
Okay, so at the age of
say that one more time. So Mara said anybody
especially
under
21.
30s. Like it gets a little
Early
weird with
20s,
anybody under 30.
Like that's my thing because even like I did a little research. A woman does not fully develop until about 24, 25. We're talking about women right now due to the Shaq dynamic. Everybody. So again, when we're talking about 52-year-old Shaq, grown ass man,
He did it twice.
halfway over the hill, or hump, or whatever you want to call it.
yeah.
And then 21-year-old whoever, but the girl, I don't know her name. She's not even fully developed as an adult yet.
Yeah.
That doesn't change things for you. That doesn't like. I agree with Amara. When that age gap is anything under 20,
it's
30.
tough for that to matter for me. It matters because he's 52, but it doesn't matter if they're 3 years apart. Like, what is the? How relevant is her brain being developed if she's dating a nigga that's
if
3 years older than her?
A 25-year-old. Even Amara just said men typically are fully developed around the same age as well. I personally say like 30, but around the same age, 25, 30, whatever. I forgot what I was about to say.
I'm saying, what does it matter if they are 3 years apart?
Oh, yeah. So, again, 21 versus 25, 24. They're both within the same age. I mean, brain.
So the less likely for manipulation is what you're saying.
Less likely, yeah, to a degree, but, niggas are still...
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what are we really talking about here? Again, I'm not trying
a 21-year-old can manipulate
That's
a
what I'm-
52-year-old. Which is
Yeah.
essentially, which I personally feel like they both
Yeah.
are manipulating each other. It's all weird, which is why it shouldn't just be a thing.
A nigga just can't love a nigga that's older. That's y'all saying that don't exist in the world.
I say that's daddy issues or mommy issues
maybe.
for both sides.
I'm just saying, how much of an issue if I love you?
Here's why I say that. Because I don't
What's
want to just
love
put that
got to
out
do with
there.
it?
I say that there's daddy issues or mommy issues because I don't think if said person, 21-year-old girl or boy, has a parent that they have a good, healthy relationship with, and they went to them and said, hey, I'm dating somebody that's your age, or I'm thinking about it, their parent would counsel them and say, listen, I don't think this is a good idea for a multitude of reasons like we just mentioned, right?
Right.
Now, obviously, at that age, you can't control them. But if that relationship is solid, chances are they'll respect what you're saying and be able to see the game, hear the game, receive the game that said parent is given, and it won't be a thing.
And hopefully her and Uncle Stu will not date anymore.
That's crazy. Uncle Stu is wild.
I'm just saying. I mean, I still think that there's a place where all those things, while relevant, aren't necessarily present, and people just see each other and they're like, wow, you're 48, you look great for your age. And it just happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I can't say again, like you said, if they're at the age of consent, and sometimes like 6 years removed, like, you know what I mean, like just 25-ish or whatever. I feel like it just makes me question a lot, like the whole mommy daddy issues. So yeah, I think it's more so on us that we become judgmental of the situation, and we try to, like, I guess, diagnose what the problem is. Like, damn, like either she's playing him and she's trying to get the bag. She could love him, but nah. he wants her, like he loves her for real, or he has an issue with like women of his age because they're gonna hold him accountable, and maybe it's a lot easier for him to manipulate and be impressionable on this young lady,
or to literally provide nothing but the cash.
Right.
There's no accountability there,
and he doesn't have. He's not gonna be held to any like real standard of anything if he's just throwing bread out the window. Whereas Martha might have been like, we need to spend time together.
Family time.
Family time. And he's like, listen, I'm
not there.
Yeah. You know, so again, that's judgmental. I don't know, but
I'm gonna challenge that notion with this.
Yeah.
She's 50, he's 70. These motherfuckers are both old.
Oh yeah.
They got through the ringer.
They're both, but they're both fully mature. They lived life.
Yeah.
But we're talking about age gaps.
I think we've already acknowledged that it does change depending on that age. Like,
but is it the age gap or the age?
I think 18 and 28 is crazy. I think 38 and 28 not so crazy.
I don't think that's
not
really
so
crazy.
I agree. Not so crazy.
Yeah.
But
it's
28
10 years removed.
And 48 is a little like...
because 48 is 50.
But I'm saying 28 and 40 is 20 years. So 50 and 70 is also 20 years. So what are we having an issue with?
Yeah, but they're both over that, again, fully mature, live life, probably have kids, grandkids, successful. The ideal person at 50 or over 50 is together.
Yeah.
So none of those...
I think it's the farther you are removed from childhood.
Right. That's exactly
like, bro, you was just a kid.
Yeah.
And I've been an adult for 32 years. Like... And you just made it. You can drink now. And I want you.
I'm sure that there's some shit you could think back at that you did at 26.
Of
that
course.
You're like, I was childish. Not even some shit that you did. I'm pretty sure
Yesterday.
in your 20s, you can go back.
I laid down all day yesterday.
You can go back to at any point in your 20s and be like, yeah, I was still a kid.
Yeah.
Like
I will give you that. I'm still going to challenge because this is what we're doing here today. Be the devil's advocate all day. All right, fair enough. So if that's the case, so manipulation and all that shit is out the window when you're old enough and you experience life. That's all I'm saying. Because again, I never said the wealthiness or the whatever the case of these 50 and 70-year-olds. I just said that was the age gap. Does none of that shit play a part anymore? That's my confusion. It's like we keep adding stuff to based on the age, and I get where you're coming from. The further from childhood makes total sense.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, we're adding all of these subframes or subworks to it, where it's like, oh, well, you know, you got to do this and you got to do that.
So now it's like we're picking and
So
choosing.
it's like now we keep moving the goalposts based on the further or the closer they are.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, me too.
So just fuck all that shit I just said.
No. What you said was I understand, but I think that it makes sense.
Yeah.
Based on what?
The further you are away
But
from
why are we acknowledging manipulation and all that shit if it's a 70-year-old can manipulate a 50-year-old?
anyone can
Honestly,
With a pension?
honestly, I
Anybody-
think anybody can be manipulated, but the probability of it happening at that age, if you 50 and still getting
You deserve
manipulated, you might.
Nah, I'm joking.
Because all
because
these
niggas-
50-year-olds were sitting
niggas
around.
Nah.
It's really not hard to manipulate
Old people
somebody.
can-
So.
That's what I'm
Every
saying.
day.
Y'all here making
I'm
it seem
here,
like
I'm
these
here.
white old people get manipulated the
Every
worst. You know,
day.
no,
They-
lost their
no,
social security
that's
checks.
the first ones to get
That's
scammed.
Nah,
They getting their
For
social
real.
security checks snatched right now.
She's just talking that shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
who?
Yes.
I didn't date.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, obviously, especially younger, it was like, word, I'm dating someone. I'm fucking not dating, but I'm fucking with somebody that's older. But part of me also felt a little like, this lady must do this.
Nah, you said it right the first time.
But the irony of that is, Day is 4 years younger than me. That was weird for me for a second.
You was out here
When I was-
manipulating.
No, but honestly,
With the music, he was in LA.
No, but honestly though,
How many high notes did you hit?
I was 25. She was 21. Right?
That's not.
Gross.
That's shut your ass. That's not so bad. But like,
not
but
bad.
even then, I felt like, damn, you just.
I
turned
remember the
21,
conversation.
bro. And I did feel like I had something to teach her. I felt that way. I felt like I had it. Yo, I've had a kid for 7 years now. Like, I can really show you something.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I thought she was.
No, because I realized that I had to kind of like humble myself. I didn't know nothing either.
That's what I was about to say.
It was I might have known a little bit more about what I've dealt with.
Your experience.
Yeah,
right.
my experience. You know what I'm saying? But for her, it's like she knew a lot about what I didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it was like, nah, we're in my world now. Like, you gotta.
Right.
That's what a manipulator would say.
Yes.
Right. Which is why when you put 21 and 31, 21 and 41, 20, like, and you keep going up and up and up, like, yo, it's crazy.
Sounds like a good time to me. No, sir.
It brings that authoritative vibe.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of times I think that guys, even back to the high school conversation where there were older guys.
I like that. I'm gonna use that.
I didn't hear what she said.
She said authority. Here's the thing. Relationships are very authoritarian. Are they not? In most cases. I know for the most part feminists are like, no, I want to do my own thing. But women want men that could control the situation. And if you're 3 years older than me, buddy, back off. But if you're 13 years older than me, I trust him. His 401k and his credit is a 756.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're into. I don't know. I'm just throwing some shit out there.
Right. I think that younger women, to side with them a little bit, I think that they probably look at older men and they think he's ready to settle down. There's certainty here. There's security here.
401k.
Right. I mean,
401k.
Even, stability, because most guys,
Stocks.
their age is still playing in the streets. They still dealing with shorty next door.
I've seen these comments a lot, and I think a lot of them have an affinity with they call it grown man dick.
Yeah.
Pause.
That didn't even.
That nigga put a big pause before he said pause. He said grown man dick.
Hey, at least he said it.
But not like, because somebody, I obviously I talk about this a lot, so I talked about it on Facebook, and specifically the Shaq dynamic. And
Shaq catches strays tonight.
A girl was like, I was dealing with an older nigga, and it was mainly, I didn't want nothing from him, it was just the dick was bomb. And but she did also, she also said that he was a little crazy, like a little controlling and shit like that. So there's that dynamic as well.
Because he thought that was his daughter.
I mean, dick is one thing, but what else is coming with it? Was it the foreplay that made it more, like he's more experienced?
It was that $40 on the counter after.
That $40 is crazy.
I've heard like, or seen or whatever, these conversations take place, and it's more so like having sex with a 21-year-old versus having sex with a 50-year-old who, again, it all goes into the manipulation of it, but experienced and...
Well, probably because the older man is going to take his time versus the 21-year-old.
Just, I guess...
want to get his nut off.
He got to. He's tired.
No, but
she said he got to. He's tired.
No, but we could agree that older men will take their time with your body versus somebody who's young and really don't give a fuck if you're nut or not.
I can say from my personal experience, even now, from 21 to 30, how I have sex is totally different. How I touch my women is totally different.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I could understand, like, obviously with age.
He be like, slow down.
Yeah.
God damn.
You're going too fast.
That's stupid.
Nigga gotta hit the asthma pump real quick.
I just smoked. Shit. No,
But nah, again, it's just, it's totally different. Like, I'm more experienced. I understand.
Yeah,
you know,
no, that's true. I mean, I guess the older you are, you know, how intentional. All right.
Oh, but that's dangerous.
Here's my
because
thing.
that's the same thing with the high school thing. I'm sorry to
Well,
cut
no,
you
you're
off.
good.
Because it's the same older nigga who is 21 coming to pick up this 16-year-old girl and blowing her fucking mind because he's a little bit more experienced. She's dealing with dudes obviously her age who probably first time. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I just seen someone post the other day on Facebook, like, we got grown men out here beeping at these little schoolgirls, like,
So
we all
crazy,
said it was
with
weird.
no shame at all. Did y'all see that post too?
I didn't see
the post, but that's just
And the
disgusting.
mother reshared it. It got a lot of reshares. Like, she took a picture of his car. I guess he was trying to
I
talk
bet
to her
that shit was like a
15-year-old
Cadillac
daughter.
or something, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was like a Cadillac or something. Yeah,
I think so. He was just
all
real.
wrong,
He
Cadillac.
was so nonchalant
I'm just
about
saying,
it.
they drive Lincoln Town cars, Cadillacs, like
the white van.
Continentals, and they be like,
they got a type
how you
of
doing,
car.
sister? How you doing, baby? I'm like, very much that. Rolling down their window. Some of them still doing like this. But my question to you guys, all right, y'all said it's weird, but it sounds like everybody on this panel has messed with someone that was significantly older than
I
them.
still, especially now, I feel like it was weird.
You never did it?
Not significantly.
What's your
I was
age?
17, messed with someone that was 28. I felt like that was weird.
Yeah, that's 11 years.
Yeah,
Pretty,
that's weird. And you were a child, but
you know.
I think for me it was like maybe like 2.5 years older than me.
You know what's weird?
That's
And
what I
this
said.
might be a little off topic, just slightly.
Maybe 3.
I have older men that watch me grow up, and now that I'm grown,
Oh,
now
no,
they're
that's
like,
grooming. That's
even
crazy.
that's
They be
creepy
waiting.
as fuck.
Grooming.
It's
That's
like,
grooming.
dude, you knew me when I was 4 or 5. Like, what?
That's just crazy.
Like,
Yeah, that's
No, that's
yeah, it's so creepy. Like,
that's that Drake shit.
I
you
just
watched me when I
cut
had
the
no
shit.
titties.
I-
and now you want
Nah,
to
hold on. That's that Drake shit.
Cut the shit.
That's that Drake. Hold on.
he said, "Say
Right
Drake,
here?
I heard you like him young."
When I ever go to cell block 1. Hey,
No.
stop playing with me, bro. First of all, Drake was Billie Eilish turned 18. Drake was in the comments. Guess what he said? I've been waiting.
Maybe he wanted to party with her.
Maybe he wanted to make a song with her.
Yeah.
I've been
grown-up song.
Hard
That nigga
eyes.
been waiting
No,
on fuck.
fuck that. Hard eyes. Pardon me. Hard eyes.
Where's the
I've been
proof?
Because he
waiting.
loves her music. Come on, man.
Look it up.
Yeah, sure he does.
Nah, you talking that shit.
I'm using my.
All you gotta do is
my hotspot. Don't try to
see if a nigga can't pull up proof. That says a lot.
He loves that music.
Do me a favor. Look up Drake's.
Let's just
tweet.
say we believe you for the sake of the conversation.
Yeah.
And then what?
Nah,
What does that mean?
Oh, he was also.
We are also-
He was also seen with Millie Bobby Brown. Shorty
He was seen
from.
with her, or he was texting her.
They went out. They were texting, late night texting all the
Let
time.
me just ask a question.
She was not of age.
Because, isn't she from Canada?
No, she has an accent. She's from somewhere else.
Canada has accents.
Not
Yeah.
accent like
I said
UK or
Canadian.
something.
Y'all didn't-
Okay, so
Yeah, I heard Canadian.
with
has
her
accent.
being on one of the hottest shows on Netflix, Stranger Things or whatever, at that time, Drake being one of the hottest things in the world.
He should be texting her parents.
He should be not.
He should not be texting a child. Yeah, she said that. I can't tell you guys what we talk about in our text.
But
I can't say that he texted me saying he
just
missed me
said
so much.
that our
out
judgment
it.
plays a role in how we think about things, right? So-
Correct.
Huh?
No, I said correct.
The Bible
So-
says. Stay.
not gonna do that.
Hey, thank you, appreciate it. The Bible says, "Stay away from the appearance of evil." Doesn't have to be evil, but if it looks like it, stay away from the appearance of.
Well, then you need to push your ass over.
Right.
No, sir.
well, that's subjective.
Yeah, that is. And
Not so much. It's because from whatever distance, whether
you know what's crazy?
whether it's
this
good,
nigga ain't had this much smoke for Drake
Whether-
until Kendrick has smoke for him. Now this nigga is a
And they
Drake
the same
hater.
complexion.
and I
That's
ever go to
crazy.
cell block 1.
This is crazy. And now
He
these
a
niggas see
fan,
what I
he
was
a fan,
saying
he a fan.
about the bias.
Freaky ass
Crazy.
nigga. He a 69 God.
Freaky ass nigga. He a 69 God.
Funny
Hey,
thing
hey,
is,
hey, hey,
yeah.
run for your life. Run!
All right, let's change the topic though.
Nah. Stay right here. No, this way.
Shaq won 3 championships when his
That's
girlfriend
crazy.
was born.
That's crazy.
When you put it like
you
that,
put it like that, and see
that is very
But then when you put it at 50 and 70,
nah, because we already established that the further you are from childhood.
oh now
she
he's on
just
board.
received.
This
No,
nigga
no,
is full of shit.
I'm not full of shit.
I got
said-
one full of
She
shit out for the
just
night.
left
I'm
school.
good.
She just left school.
I'm saying that's crazy. No, I'm never gonna agree with 0 and 20. Like that's nuts.
I'm telling you. I make
Being
the joke.
unborn is crazy.
Rocket, you can't wait till you get older. That's crazy.
I make the joke in my house right now. I'm like, yo, I was 4 when you were born, bro. Like, go sit down somewhere. I'm jokingly, obviously, right? But it's like, that's 4 years. I can't imagine being able to
Oh,
say.
I was confused. Okay, you
Yeah,
talking about
you talking
that?
about
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I can't be like, yo, I was 20 when you, bro.
That'd be crazy.
I was 38 when you were born.
Yeah, that's
Imagine,
crazy.
I was a
you imagine
professor
saying
when you
that
were
your
born.
kids looking
That's
like,
cringe.
wait, what?
But that's the thing
I
about
bought
it.
my
When
first
those
house when you were
dynamics
born.
play out, like because a lot of people that those are like dad is really 60 and mom is 40.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really like that, and
Yeah.
But is it weird for them? Probably not.
it probably is.
No,
Well, you
no,
know,
not back in their day.
I
Because
was
a
gonna
lot,
say that.
Especially because
culturally, back in those days, a lot of arranged
Nah, 'cause
marriages.
when you start to have those conversations and you find out how the fuck they met, and yeah, I was in high school and dad was the nigga on the block. Then it gets weird.
Yeah,
oh
that's
shit,
true.
daddy was. Yeah,
Oh, he was out
every
there.
week.
He was out there
And
tell
I
you
was
what.
out there drinking.
beeping.
Right. He told me I couldn't leave.
Yeah, because my parents got a
Would only let me
significant
suck
age.
his dick, but not fuck yet until I turned 18. Crazy.
Oh wow.
Dang.
Like, pause.
Freaky ass nigga, he is 69 God. Good Lord. He said, not yet.
But like, that's why I said those conversations really, it gets spooky once you start talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
How
mean,
y'all
wait.
really meet? Tell me the truth.
Because that shit got real scary.
That's
I said,
wild.
Great. Yeah. Yeah.
It makes it even more scary though if we go back hundreds of years.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
No, but peep though. Like
Everything was scary back
when
then.
they were selling off,
Everything was scary
their
back then.
daughters the moment that they had their first period. Like now she could be wed, and she was just out here at 13 or 11 or whatever age. Once she had a menstrual cycle, she was available to be married.
that was white people difficulties. We were too busy being slaves, huh?
That's just
No one can hear you. They try and get it while they can.
It was like, we're only going to be here for another 20 years.
that's just crazy.
I'm definitely leaving this, by the way.
No one's gonna hear her, so it's okay.
No, you can in that camera.
Oh, well.
Oh, but yeah, what you-
Come on.
Will we, though?
Nah.
We'll see how it feels. No, but, I mean,
Let the
when you
bird
put it
be a
like
hand
that,
rub.
it's very disturbing.
Yeah.
Because that is like grooming. Oh, I wish I could.
No, let's go back to what Vonnie was just talking about with 13, right? Because there's a situation right now. Obviously, we know about the whole anti-abortion laws going on across a couple of the states.
Yep.
Right now, it's a big thing in Texas. Because one of the leading ladies, let me pull up her name, actually. Nah, I'm going to keep talking. One of the leading ladies, like, she obviously is taking a really strong
When you say
stand.
leading ladies, is this like one of the leading activists?
Yes.
Okay.
For abortion rights.
To protect them or against them?
Against them.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't even know how she's the head of any organization when she's had a few articles pulled down for misinformation and shit like that. But her thing is that as long as you're able to have a menstrual cycle.
Was this
you're-
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
No. I know that's that blonde.
Yep, you know who I'm talking about. Sound like she'll say some stupid
blonde,
That blonde, bad built back.
Yeah. No, it's not her though.
shit. Okay.
But yeah, she's saying as long as you're able to have a menstrual cycle, you're able to carry a baby full term.
Well,
And-
like physiology says that's true.
Science and studies show that there's significant health risk to a 9-year-old girl
Oh, absolutely.
having
Yeah.
a baby full term.
Yeah.
I agree with both. I'm saying she's not lying, but the fact that she'd stoop that low is kind of crazy. Why would you want your 9-year-old?
we can't say that that's true then if we're gonna completely ignore the fact that
Well, one is a fact. The other one is true.
Both are true.
I mean, if she's posing her argument, that's the first thing she'll say. Physiologically, that's true.
Yeah.
Now, our morals guy like compass would be like, bitch, you're out of your goddamn mind if you think I'm gonna allow a 9-year-old to have a baby.
I mean, not even just moral. Again, if there's such, for so long, it was a high risk for a woman that was in her 40s to have a baby,
Still is.
and doctors were promoting hurry up and have babies, and try to stay away from having a baby in your 40s. It's a lot more. It's easier now than it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't get how, again, where if a 9-year-old is raped or whatever, incest, whatever the situation is, how we can't understand why that's a suitable reason for her to obviously
Get an abortion.
get an abortion.
But isn't the risk just as high with an abortion in a 9-year-old?
No, I think it's the trauma that the body goes through during birth that will be as affected.
But there's also trauma that comes with an abortion.
I think, but
You know
like,
what I mean?
but in the first 6 weeks or so, there's a pill. 2 months.
And the medicine, I forget what the medication is. It's something that starts with a P. The abortion medication.
Plan
And I-
B.
That is funny. No, I
you
forget
wanna
the
say it,
actual
glad you did.
generic name. But
Oh shoot.
this nigga made me forget what the fuck I was about to say. Oh no, I was about to say that there's obviously supposedly proof that it's a lot safer, if not 99% safe. But obviously we can't trust.
Yeah.
So what is the argument here? Is it based on safety? Is it based on age? Is it based on ability? What is the argument we're having?
The argument that we're having is, first of all, I mean, I think that abortion obviously there shouldn't be a anti-abortionary thing going on at all. And I think I just made up a word, abortionary.
You did.
First
okay. We'll be the first.
season.
You have a plethora of them.
No. Stop. Pause. Because I was watching something the other day.
I was too, and
he
said
said,
plethora. I don't
okay.
remember what I was watching.
Yes.
The first person I thought it was you. I was like, he said that
I was
shit.
gonna record that shit too because people
send it to the
actually
chat.
say that. But yeah. The point was,
is it ability? Is it age? Is it which one is it?
how do you guys feel about that? What is y'all? There's no argument per se. Again, I take the stance of I think that if anybody wants to get an abortion,
Yes.
they should be able to.
Yes.
Especially when we take into account these situations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking 9-year-old being raped. And then the conversation about that was the article that was put out. It said 9-year-old pregnant girl, not 9-year-old rape victim, which it should have been because when you say 9-year-old pregnant girl, that kind
Now
of
she-
Fast.
Yeah.
Now
The
she's
narrative.
fast.
Now she
Like
look
that.
faster than Spanish music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You said faster than what?
Spanish music.
Yeah, facts. That's crazy. Tuck it out. Like,
Faster than Spanish music. I gotta steal that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Nah, but all right. First off, let me start with I agree that shit is weird. That I believe that women should be the people that speak for their own body.
Absolutely.
It's a weird place though because I don't want to only like when we're talking about anti-abortion. Are we only talking about children? No, obviously.
Right.
And the black community, there are many people in the black community that believe that abortion is something that they're pushing specifically because
in our neighborhoods.
black, the
Population
black
control.
population
Yep.
are more likely to have abortions, like you said, population control. Now, I don't think with that being a fact at all that you shouldn't have the choice, but
Right.
you know what I mean? I just want to kind of like throw all these scenarios out
It's like they purposely put the option out there and roughly close to our community
Yeah.
so that it's more accessible to us as opposed to
It's tough, and the thing is, federally, they've already overturned abortion with Roe v. Wade. So, obviously, states like Massachusetts, more liberal states, they're still keeping it as a state law that it's allowed.
Right.
But I mean, I've met women that are anti-abortion, whether it be for religious reasons or what have you.
Yeah, until you throw a scenario like that.
And I mean, Roe v. Wade was that very scenario. She was a
How
mental.
many people actually know?
I would imagine that you would want to know if that is the law that you're using to like save your abortion rights. That would be crazy to not know. But again, I wouldn't say they wouldn't, but I'm saying you probably should. Because again, this woman was disabled and underage when she was raped. And they still made her have the kid, which is the point of the whole law in the first place. But again, if they're overturning it, where are we as a people in 2024?
Capitalism.
Yeah, because they want. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm tired of paying these motherfuckers Social Security. But go ahead. Shit.
Yeah. No.
Right, and the thing is, once you have a child, you're responsible for
Capitalism is why. Foster care.
that. So capitalism is why you can't have a choice because birth rates are down, and we need some babies. It doesn't matter how they get here.
Hold on.
crazy, 'cause that changes
Can somebody say
geographically.
that again?
what she said.
And for them, their concern is population control too.
I mean,
Shit, we need to
Asia, you can only
more-
have a certain amount of kids.
That's because there's so many of those motherfuckers.
I mean,
Yeah, they
China is.
but when we talk about rape and stuff like that,
Well,
I mean,
China is crazy because you can only have so many girls. I heard
Yeah, one.
one girl.
I think you can only have 2 kids.
I think you is it 2 kids?
One boy, one girl.
What are you
Is it
talking
one
about?
child now?
What are you talking about?
In China, you're only allowed to have one child.
China. I was so lost.
I'll edit that part out.
right.
See?
And we can't have them
That's
babies.
crazy. You can't, man. Listen.
Bro, they got to
That's
chill
what I'm
out.
saying. It changes geographically.
They got
That's the problem.
Out, bro.
Too many people are trying to control.
They're doing too
Yeah.
much stuff, bro.
All right, let's.
But here
talk
we are.
about
When
it.
we talk about
hold
control,
on, hold on, bro. Did y'all see Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan?
That nigga's a superstar.
I had to watch that interview a few times.
I haven't finished it yet, but that nigga's smart.
I didn't see it.
I went through it twice.
I didn't see it. So, what's the gist of it?
Hey man,
Go ahead, Vonnie.
nah,
I can't regurgitate that shit.
All I'm gonna say is
watched
go watch it.
Okay.
At least from how he presented himself, he seems very, very, very intelligent. He has 97 patents right now.
You said Terrence Howard?
Yes,
Yeah.
the actor.
I do
man.
like Terrence Howard though.
He's a cookie.
said man.
Sugar cookie.
97 patents. A lot of them have to do with like science and shit like that.
Yeah.
Philosophy and
I see a lot of pushback. A lot of people thinking that he's like he lost it, like his mind.
of
That-
course.
You.
I expect that.
he-
I haven't
he sound- he
seen. I
sound
haven't
like a-
seen that.
I mean, they thought the same thing about Kanye.
But he did say.
Oh well, Kanye did.
Kanye.
but Pete, because
Wait.
I love
Einstein had the
but he
same
be tripping
problem.
sometimes. Yeah, of course. Like that's the thing. Here's the thing that pisses me off about people,
Especially from a German
And I
standpoint,
fall
Einstein.
into this to some degree too. If you don't know some shit, then all of a sudden it's like, is it even real?
Yeah.
It's like you don't even give a
Right.
chance to try to put any kind of work and try to do your due diligence to better understand. It's just like
And
it don't
that's
make
what
sense to
Terrence
me. It don't make sense.
That's
Especially
what
when
his
it's
whole
coming from
argument
a
is
colored
too, though.
person.
It's like, yo, let's talk. Like, let's have a conversation.
Listen.
Because y'all are just... And the reason why nobody wants to speak is because, like you said, everything about our society is built off of these philosophies.
Yeah, we've
This
all been
math.
indoctrined into a belief where you grow up, you go to school, you graduate, you go to college, you get a job, you take care of your kids,
And then you die.
You die. Hopefully, you live long enough to spend your fucking retirement money.
But his argument is even deeper than that. It's so deep that like, and he's saying the reason why again there's so much there will be so much pushback
Yeah.
is because even down to math,
Yeah.
multiplication,
Mhm.
it's
Oh yeah.
we got it all wrong.
that part. I don't know. I was like, all right, man.
Well, when he's explaining it kind of makes sense. When he said the point of multiplying is to what?
Multiply.
Multiply to create more,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So how is it 1 times 1 equals 1?
Yeah.
If the point is to
Make
increase,
more.
make more.
That's where he lost me. But the part that he got me though,
He said, "Why ain't it more than one?"
I said, nigga, because it's one time. But the part that he got me with is that there is no such thing as straight lines. That it's a figment of your not imagination necessarily, but we created a straight line, which is honestly not. It's not real.
Yeah, especially like the wave forms, electricity.
it's a wave, right? So like, and then he was also saying like, why do you think that in natural disasters all these houses are blowing over? Because they're built with straight lines. Build it with a curvature.
Yeah, I mean, we live on a curvature.
So it's right. So
Yeah.
that when wind comes, it just
It
goes over.
instead of
And it's like niggas keeps building like the same house that's gonna blow over through any situation.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
can-
mean?
I
was
can
like,
get with
that
that.
shit. I was like, oh damn, that makes sense.
that's where he got me.
It made sense because I've been on my motorcycle and stuff
Yeah.
like right. So I'll be like,
So you
I
can
be,
see curvature.
I be going fast. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
you-
when? And if I sit up, that
It
air,
changes,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Versus
the moment I
down,
go
yeah.
like this, I don't feel nothing.
Different.
Bro.
It's a
like,
smooth-
It's like, I be out, bro.
Yeah, you just wanted a way
I
to
do
throw your
the same
motorcycle. You ain't slick.
If I'm riding passenger, I do the same thing with the wind.
Oh yeah,
Open.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It be like,
I do. I'm driving. This hand is flying.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking about this 1 times 1 thing. I'm like, can it be more than one?
one time.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
no, that makes sense to me too. But when he put it as like again, the point is to multiply.
Yeah.
Like to increase.
Yeah, but you're not increasing the number, so why would it go higher? If you
Oh shit. I need a fucking case.
that was your phone that made that
Yeah.
noise?
That joint was crazy.
What phone is this?
It broke.
No.
Oh.
That shit. Why did it sound so loud?
Damn.
Just put it on the floor and leave it there, like mine.
That shit was loud, but no.
Can't drop it if it's on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You're taking one number and you're not multiplying it at all. You're just taking a number.
1 and 1. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you just write 0.
Why the fuck you write it 3 times?
He wants multiplication to be volumerical.
Yeah.
Not
Math,
numerical.
math.
Yeah, math to be volumerical, not numerical. And I'm like, but we're dealing with numbers. And don't make it. Listen, it was hard enough for me to get through high school. Don't make it harder, bro. Don't that's all I'm saying. Just don't make it. They already made math
the
harder.
funniest thing about that
I got my
interview,
GED, so.
you don't smoke. So I'm smoking while watching this interview. And I'm like
blown away
because I don't know half the shit this nigga's saying. The words that he's using, the entire fucking him and Joe Rogan, they're having a regular ass conversation.
Yeah.
And
Joe's
I'm just
smart
like,
as hell too.
These niggas is smart as fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what the fuck going on here, but it's going.
Nah,
I'm here for it.
Nah, I was listening. I was just like,
But I think
makes sense.
very minimal. I think there should be a conversation had. Like go sit.
Yeah, I think we very much live in a society now where it's like, go Google it, go look on
Even what he's
YouTube.
saying about like creating dark matter and stuff like that, like there's no proof. We literally just came up with these answers because we're trying to figure out the unknown. And
Off Saturn?
yeah, no,
I was gonna say because he definitely
the what is it, the 4? Yeah, I forget what it's called too. But yeah, like creating. But even I didn't see the time travel one. But even that, like how he recreated Saturn off of
whatever.
Yeah, the words he was using is just.
What was the words? You know the words.
No. But
He don't know the words.
But I will say this. I think as human beings that sometimes we put ourselves in this space where it's like we know everything.
Yeah.
Like there
what
are
he's
bugs
saying,
right
too.
now. They absolutely exist in the world, but they're so small we'll never see them. Does that mean they don't exist, or can we not see them? There's shit that you can't see without a microscope.
That's what he was saying too. Like even with plants, like we think that plants are staying still the whole time, but
All right, let me ask this question. If all of this science stuff makes life harder by any means, do we welcome it or do we go a way that makes life easier?
obviously comfort.
Especially the math thing. I'm not leaving that because I got
the
kids
math,
in school.
The math thing is going to be so. That's why he said that. Like they don't want to have this conversation because they know that we have to then change everything.
They've already started changing math.
They have. But that's his problem. Every couple of years, we have to come up with something new because y'all got it all wrong. And I have the answers.
I'm not gonna trust one nigga to say he got the answers. I heard somebody say that
I'm not just
to
taking
Sway,
his word.
and he didn't have the answers.
I think Kanye, right? But no, well, no one had the answers though. That was the thing. Well,
Nah, he did have the answers. Now this nigga selling Yeezy pods for $20.
but
that was Peep. That was the one part I said this nigga's bugging. Because he was on the pod with Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan said, so all of these people are saying this, and you're saying they're all wrong. And he was like, yeah, they're all wrong. I'm right.
That's crazy.
And I was just like, damn, cuz.
And the
Like,
thing is,
you either got to be really sure or really arrogant. Or both.
yeah.
Here's the thing. Let's just say for the
But
sake.
hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off. Every last one of those people during their time felt the same way about the last person.
That's my point. Is there anything wrong with correcting a mistake? Like, we don't. That's one thing about science. Science is not really always factual. It's about truths, and truths can change.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Especially
like
as
when I
time
was
goes
growing
on,
up,
we get
Pluto
more.
was a planet.
Yeah.
It is no
But
longer
even how
a
he
planet.
talks about that, like
Talk about that too.
See, I didn't even get that far. I might be smart like this nigga. You didn't even know it. But all I'm saying is, like,
you should just watch that shit. Like go home tonight and
Yeah.
put it on.
I'm like, oh, I ain't call this nigga because me and him on the same page.
But that's what I'm saying. Like there should be a conversation.
Yeah.
No, I feel like at the end of the day, what we think we know, we don't want to know nothing different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely pick sides. If it sounds good enough,
The side is money. It's all of like that's the problem. Everything is focused on money.
but I'm saying these like conspiracy theory motherfuckers, once they believe what they believe,
yeah.
you ain't gonna get. They'll ask you. You can answer a million questions for them, and they're gonna fight you tooth and nail. This nigga's right now saying the Earth
Yeah,
is
but
flat.
even I was about to say because even a lot of conspiracy theories are come to be true.
and a lot of them ain't.
A lot of them ain't.
So
I would say a lot more ain't, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Let's just be honest. When we first got coronavirus, niggas was saying it was the 5G towers. They were saying black people
Yeah, they
couldn't
were saying
get
all
it.
kind of shit.
It was crazy.
Facts. My BM was texting me like, yeah, it's
Then all of a sudden, a whole bunch of black people start getting sick.
I'm like,
Yeah, and Trump said to drink bleach or something like that.
Yeah, you say drink bleach. Like there was a lot of misinformation going out.
The phones definitely do be listening to us, though. I say that much.
No, that's a fact.
I'll say
but
this.
even that, look at that on the Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden shit starts bugging out. Like,
yeah.
what you about to say though?
Now I was gonna say like I want to say rest in peace to everybody who lost their life during the pandemic, the corona situation.
For sure.
I wish that I can go back a little bit.
Are y'all vaccinated?
No,
I am vaccinated.
I want to go. No, I'm not. No, I want to go back because
What's a
I
wake-up
loved.
I took the shot.
I loved going to work and
they were
nobody
talking about
was
that.
outside.
Oh, y'all got the Johnson & Johnson, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the Johnson & Johnson.
No. I got the. I was just saying. I got it in my wallet.
You got was it Moderna?
Yeah.
Moderna.
Maybe.
Oh, you might be
I got
alright with the
Pfizer,
Moderna.
too, yeah.
I think I might have got.
You got Johnson & Johnson, J&J.
You got that powder.
But even the numbers that they were giving on that podcast is like, yo, cancer's up.
Oh yeah, up 400%.
400. Yeah, like.
100% what?
Cancer's up 400%.
And what it does,
I believe that.
what do you call it? The
something.
Something.
something that gets into the protein, gets into your cells, and it prevents it from being able to
fight off viruses.
foreign.
So yeah, immune, like it fucks with everything, all that shit.
Yeah, the vaccine.
I will say this makes total sense because the way diets work in America are out fucking rageous. You can go on a TikTok or wherever social media and you'll see I made a burger on top of a burger
On top of
topped with the burger, and then they'll
Mad
spill
fucking
mad cheese on it.
I'll tell
Cheddar
you one
cheese
thing. I'm
and
gonna eat that
the-
and
goddamn
this
burger
shit,
on a
you're gonna
burger on
eat
a
it,
burger.
Oh, they
It's
added
like-
all type of shit to
I
the
know,
burgers
I
now.
know.
Mac and cheese and all type of
Like
shit.
on average, you're supposed to eat like what?
Onion rings.
2250
Onion
calories.
rings.
Mm-hmm.
And then
be
got the
pork.
nerve to make it a lettuce wrap.
Yeah, they're like
the run.
Nigga, that nigga, you already know how I get that. That motherfucker.
Damn.
Scary ass.
But nah, I just think
That's the government.
I'm with that shit.
yeah, they said oh, they're on us. Let's get out of here. But I just feel like at the end of the day, until America takes its diet serious, because I guarantee those numbers are only American numbers. For cancer being up 400%.
Well, the reason is the vaccine. Yeah, the vaccine.
I wouldn't know. No, I didn't get the COVID shot.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't know. No, maybe. Yeah, probably. Don't do that. No, I could be honestly. They said it could possibly be COVID because it's an activator. But yeah, I'm still not getting the shot until I need it. Well, America is definitely the most capitalistic
facts.
country
That's
on the
facts.
planet, and they'll do anything.
yeah,
for
we
that
have the
dollar.
most
For that
obese
dollar.
rate.
$1.
That shit is sad.
Yo, Amara, I ain't gonna hold
Our
you.
own stuff.
You gonna have to get on the mic or something.
Switch for cheeks real quick. Get the youth out of. No.
Yeah, we got what, 10 more minutes maybe? Oh, we over? We got like 5 more minutes.
We got fun. Hey man,
Yeah.
freaky ass nigga.
Actually, yeah, let's save this for the health and wellness. She's talking about plants and shit, so they're gonna have a little segment.
What?
We're going to see.
You have
We're going to wrap this up and say, listen, if you 48 years old and that 28-year-old girl is enticing to you, you take the time and you think about it. How would you feel if that was your daughter?
That's my perspective. Every time I have these conversations, I think about my kids. That's what you guys should think about.
That's what you guys should think about. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of the None the Wiser podcast. Thank you for joining us. Again, I am your host, Walk Shadamas. To my right, the Commander-in-Chief, Big
Let
Trip
us
in the
know
building.
if you guys agree, disagree with that age gap. If
Absolutely.
This girl's laying up with their granddaddy right now, talking about, you need to mind his fucking business.
Right.
Because I'm happy.
Yeah, it pays.
I got the audio engineer to my left, Podcast Poe. And yes, we have Shiki Baby on the mic with us. Thank you very much. Make sure that you go on our YouTube. Those are where our visuals are. We are also on all of the podcast platforms, so Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok. I already say YouTube and Twitter now, or X, or whatever the hell they call
And
it.
Facebook, right?
Trend,
And
Threads,
Facebook, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to promote Threads, bro. I don't like
it. I've been
Threads.
seeing you trying to get active on it.
Nah, they only did because they gave you an option right now where you can if you post on Facebook, it goes to Threads. And I was like,
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I did it by
trying to
accident.
cheat the system.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here.